There was always the fear that Bayern was going to put a thumping on Barcelona, but I had no clue it was going to be that bad. Well, the Quique Setien experiment could not have gone any worse. That was an absolute embarrassment. Barcelona lose to Bayern Munich 8-2 in the quarterfinals. Let me list off all the people that scored against that impotent defense. Thomas Muller, Perisic, Gnabry, Kimmich, Lewandowski. Coutinho scored 2. Let me get this right. Part of that experiment we've had in the past few years is bringing in left wingers and then giving them to other teams out on loan. And then we play against Bayern without a left wing in a 4-4-2. Somebody explain to me what the hell is going on? That defense was embarrassing. Like, not bad. Like, they play bad sometimes. That wasn't bad. That was atrocious. When you let Bayern Munich score 4 goals in the first 31 minutes, I take that back. I'm sorry. They scored 5 goals in the first 31st minute because Alaba scored 1 for Barcelona. And I know a lot of people are going to compare this to the thumping that Germany put on Brazil in the World Cup when they were at home, but let's think about it. That was a 6-goal differential. 8-2 is a 6-goal differential. Except for the fact that Bayern gave us a goal. I mean, this experiment failed. Quique Setien is gone. They're going to restart this entire thing. This is going to be heads rolling like you've never seen before. By the end of the first half was a defense just getting pushed all around. You could tell Barcelona came out really fast. At one point they had like 3 opportunities within 5-10 minutes, and it was great. It looked good, but you could tell that counterattack was putting our outside fullbacks looking over their shoulders, almost off balance, trying to defend, and then the holes in the middle, and then the unmarked men, and then Jordi Alba again gets caught pushing out wide before he takes care of his defensive responsibilities. So then Muller just comes through and taps it in. So many goals from unmarked men in front of the goal box. So many goals. First half was a thumping. Second half, complete heart was their heart and soul was torn out, and it was no more trying. But you can't let that happen. And then you find out in the first half that the defense, so they did a good job. They isolated Messi, and the right fullbacks, so Semedo and Jordi Alba, they would have 1 and 2 people pushing them outside so they couldn't go up and down. They basically pushed out all their space on the inlines, and they had nowhere to go but in. And then the passes to the center were just garbage. And I know Quique Setien wants Ter Stegen to always play the ball from the back. I mean, some of those balls were horrendous. They weren't going to anybody. And then on top of that, you had defenders passing to marked men in the box. It's just, if you want to see how to play bad defense, you just watch that game. Now, I know everyone's going to say Bayern was good. They just made Barcelona look bad. No. This was a complete falling apart. Now, with the exception of Suarez scoring a goal on Neuer, you made Neuer look like he was the greatest goalkeeper in Germany. Ter Stegen was off, and I know it was like it was one of those matches where you're going Ter Stegen versus Neuer to see who's best, but our team did not give him a chance, and he did not help himself out. Bayern, they did a good job isolating Messi. Our defenders were waiting, stabbing, lunging at the ball. Defense was just chasing. At one point in like the 80th minute, you saw 3 defenders chasing someone in the 18-yard box, but not really trying to get it, just to look over their shoulder and see a wide open man thumping the ball in. Once again, Barcelona's vulnerable to over the top runs, over and over and over and over again. You could tell once they started getting thumped early on that this game was going to be a wrap, and Barcelona did come back out after half, and they tried to put something together, but so many mistakes, so many defensive mistakes, people running into their space, not knowing where to go. It's clear that Quique Setien tried to come up with a system that these players did not know how to play. I mean, when you see Semedo running into Roberto, it's just, why are you in the same space, right? Playing from the back wasn't working. Defensive assignments were off. You know, Bayern was just pushing everyone wide and then just stealing the ball back and doing whatever they want. That was embarrassing. So we'll see what's going to happen. I don't like to be so negative, but to end a season in the worst European goal differential ever for Barcelona, to lose in Champions League like that at the quarterfinals, another year where the goals pound in, but they're getting worse and worse. This defense has to be fixed. We need to get some new players. They've got to come up with a system. Getting rid of your coach when you're leading La Liga halfway through the year definitely wasn't a good idea, but hey, this is what happens when you don't have a plan and you just start stabbing in the dark. Second place in La Liga, didn't win a single trophy, and get embarrassed out of Champions League. As if 2020 wasn't bad enough.